We exist in a world where everything is always in motion. Things cannot be easily controlled. They are infinite, unsure, unstable, and tomorrow is anticipated to be unpredictable. With that, to fall down in failure is also unavoidable in life. It's always there. And to maintain a support group of people to motivate us to level up is never easy to find. And that is why, for ourselves, for yourself, the need for self-discipline, to break bad habits, to be determined and be loyal in developing smart, productive choices, to rediscover, reconnect, and redevelop our former self, to be more stronger, to train us to be efficient and results-driven, and the must to be consistent is our massive offense, where we can master to become passionate with our passion over fear, our potential along with the difficulty. To look in a greater and to view greener dimension of life in this world is already an old understatement. To be reminded that every one of us is a unique human breed where there is no comparison, because comparing our individuality and identity is a total waste of time. To re-evaluate what inspires us to start and what keeps us pursuing something are basic calculations. That sometimes we want instant, have strong domino satisfying effects. We want shortcuts in our actions. But that mindset will never move us forward in a safer zone of breakthrough. We really need to understand that failing isn't permanent, that we should be patient yet consistent enough to have stamina in our drive to keep us traversing the path in this strange world. They say that failures taught us to become wiser, and that is why we should keep and continuously learning things out of any situation. To surf with the difficulty, to be willing to ride with the tide of harsh waters 10 times or more before we gonna celebrate that very single victory. Once in our lives, all of us have experienced fulfillment of living the dream above our norms and limitations. And the feeling of being there is really satisfying. To see and experience favors in exchange of our hardships and worst experiences that we have looking back, it's just very pleasurable. But in ourselves, we also have no borders in our needs. We have no limits in our desires. That we grow old in age. That we feel we are always tired and troubled in walking through the journey. We tend to have unexpected struggles, that we always feel alone, unguided, and unsupported. We exercise being unaware of ourselves, that it affected slowly distracting our mental, emotional, and psychological stability. We considered our being fallen into pieces, established at the lowest low, dragged down in troubles and negativities, hopeless, finding no help. But despite of that, with all these harsh, unfavorable things that is happening, we have no other choice but to keep on going, to enjoy small wins, to value small progress, to find that rescue that only ourselves can have and can offer, that one day we can truly say to be very lucky and blessed for not giving up, Because if so, no one, not even one, will gonna celebrate our strength, resiliency, and efforts to make our life better from this perfect world. It's always ourself which is the best asset to magnetize people, to be inspired and empowered by our story, by our testimony of survival, of hope, of triumph, that someday we will keep on telling people along our way to keep failing, to keep falling, to enjoy trying, to focus on the process, to learn from the difficulty, and to live as champions, as being appreciative of whatever we are going through, to learn through time that we will come out victorious, and that we will just smile and laugh on the moments that we have experienced and we have lived in the past. And you can finally say that I've been there and I have made it through. Thanks be to the best Lord. Thank you for watching.